mixed in. You have this upcoming scene here. I decided to go with a more stealth approach, like you would find like in The Last of Us when you're going against the clickers, or you can just go balls out and just shoot people in the junk and try to accomplish your mission. The world is your oyster. So here I'm trying to get the guy that's targeted up there with that marker above his head, and that was a takedown that I accomplished by whistling and drawing him closer to me. And in the menus you can decide whether or not you want to use lethal takedowns, or if you want to do non-lethal takedowns, you have that option as well. I'm kind of sad that you actually have to go into the menus to kind of bounce back between lethal and non-lethal. I personally myself would have just like a quick toggle feature somewhere, maybe with the D-pad, but yeah. And so yeah, our goal is to try to get information from this guy, but as you can see, he's surrounded by a bunch of his cronies. So if I don't want to wake up the entire neighborhood and incite a very aggressive police chase, then I'm gonna try to take out the surrounding guys first, and then slowly make my way towards the middle. Here, I was trying to ask the 2K representative beside me, how do I do it so I don't stab guys in the throat. There you go, that's the ticket. You guys know me, I'm a huge stealth person. I like trying to play my games as stealthily as possible, just because I find like there's a more challenge in playing stealth games than just shooting people and just getting from objective A to objective B and all that kind of stuff. So at this point in the game, as you guys probably saw when I kept bringing up the map a little bit earlier, there are two districts that are kind of open to me. There's the northern district, which is kind of like the swampy area, and then you have kind of more of the urban city district. I decided to go with the more rural district up in the north because the 2K guy told me that most of the people that were playing started in the city, so I wanted to show you guys something different. So what we need to do first to kind of just get this party started, we need to get information from this guy.
Got some of our other Southern Union guys on a job for him. A big one. Secret.
So we have a choice here to either execute him or recruit him, because I'm a nice person. I just go for the straight up recruit. He's not really useful to me dead, since I already got the information from him. But that doesn't mean I just can't straight up punch him in the face to kind of just show him who's boss. So you guys will notice that money counter in the top left hand corner of the screen. So as I progress and as I do more badass things, that number will start going down. My goal is to get that number basically down to 0. And there are different objectives scattered all about each district. And it all culminates eventually into one gang shootout war. And to give yourself a better chance to live, you can kind of do the sub-quest in the middle. So the sub-quest that I'm going to head to next is taking down an enforcer. So taking down an enforcer, what that does is when we get to the final scene, the guy that I finally need to kill, when he calls in more guys, if I take all the enforcers out in this northern area, none of those guys will come. So it just makes your life easier and pays dividends a little bit later in the game. Of course, if you want to just go YOLO and try to do it without doing any side quests, that is something that is available to you. But I just kind of wanted to see what it would all be like. And there's just, as you look at this game, it just looks great. This is the PlayStation 4 version of the game. I know that 2K also had an event down in New Orleans, and some people were playing the PC version of the game, which I'm all about that. When this game comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing this game on PC because it's going to look even better than it does right now. It doesn't have the lush urban, I wouldn't say lush, but it doesn't have that crazy busy feel of the city as GTA does. But that's just kind of, it's basically the time, just because cities, huge skyscrapers didn't really exist quite yet. And right now I'm trying to make my way to the guy that I need to pop. And I just decided that I'm just going to pop him and try to run as quickly as possible away, just because I don't want to waste ammo and try to take down all the other guys that are surrounding him. As you can see, this is, like I said, he's wearing a Casper the Friendly Ghost pillow sheet on top of his head, and this is kind of like the precursor to the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. before they all started dressing up like ghosts. They all wore pillowcases on top of their heads. And I just decided, like I said, I'm just going to shoot this guy in the face and just run away. As his wounds are beating down on a poor defenseless black man. Upcoming, what you're going to see is, as you do things, you just can't shoot people and you just can't steal cars and not have things happen. So the police force is corrupted, so they will shoot you in the ass if you do something bad in front of them. And not only that, the people around you will report suspicious behavior. So if you run around the street with a gun, a witness will start calling the police. And this isn't restricted to white people or black people. If you do bad things regardless of race, they will report it, and you have to stop them before you basically make old grannies eat pavement. And that